Welcome to episode 2 of mobile games that you really should be playing. Now, thank you to everybody for the fantastic feedback that I've been receiving. No, I'm just joking. I've not received any feedback. I'll be watching the comments below, so please do let me know what you think of the show. And also what your favorite mobile games are to play. I would really love to know. Now, continuing with the list today of mobile games that you absolutely need to play, you'll find some interesting gems thrown into this list of maybe some familiar favorites. And if you've not tried any of these games, again, try them out. You will be pleasantly surprised. Onto the list. Now, I would be remiss if I don't talk about one of the biggest, most played mobile games in South Africa. Yes, I'm talking about PUBG Mobile. PUBG Mobile is a fantastic mobile version of the popular PC game that I'm sure most of you have played. Offering up to 90 FPS gaming and really impressive graphics throughout, PUBG Mobile is one of the smoothest battle royale games you can play on the platform today. Apart from the standard battle royale modes, there are various other game modes to enjoy, like team deathmatches and other time-limited games. From a competitive standpoint, PUBG Mobile players are some of the most competitive players I have seen in gaming. These gamers mean business and they are serious about this game. It's also the game that kickstarted Room Brawls, and we play loads of PUBG Mobile weekly. There are even daily scrims and weekly competitions hosted by guys like Metal State, ACGL, and our very own SAGC scrims. Check out their Discord channel. Of course, this game does include microtransactions, and you can spend your money on outfits and in-game items. There's also a Royal Pass that will unlock monthly items throughout the season for you, and you can buy loot crates if you want a specific desirable item. As always, please remember, spend your money wisely. These are just digital virtual items. Check out PUBG Mobile on Android and iOS today. Now, I'm a sucker for anything 80s, neon, and synth wavy, so it goes without saying that as soon as I saw Neobull, I installed it. Only available on Android for now, iOS is coming soon. This fun arcade game draws its influences from 80s synthwave music and visuals, wrapped up as a 1v1 footy arcade game. In fact, my first thought after seeing this game's lobby screen was that this is a beautiful homage to Tron, the 80s movie and video game franchise that I loved as a kid. Neobull also reminds me of Geometry Wars, a game that we used to play on Xbox 360 around 2005. Still a great title to check out if you've never played it. Neobull is essentially a 1v1 vehicle-based soccer game in which you navigate your bumper car around your opponent to get the ball into your goal. There are various play arenas that you can unlock and numerous modifications you can make to your bumper car. You can also unlock special perks which you can stack to give you some strategic capability based on your preferred playstyle. As a vertically orientated game with your left and right buttons situated on the bottom end of the screen, there's not much to your objective other than to grab power-ups, bash into your opponent and score goals. Each game lasts around 1 minute and you are matched with players from around the world. I also assume there's some bots thrown in, but I didn't really notice any bot play apart from the first few tutorial games. There are pre-selected messages that you can use to communicate, or you can throw an emoji out during the game. The synthwave music and vibration response that the game delivers also offer a very immersive experience if you play with headphones. And when things get competitive, the music certainly adds a lot to the action. To play an arena, you need to pay with gold before each game. Gold can be unlocked for free by watching ads or winning games. The grid is the first arena you can play and it'll cost you 100 gold to play. If you win, you earn 200 gold, and from there the costs and rewards go up. Along with each round's win, you also get rewarded with packs, much like the foil-wrapped collectible cards we used to know. There are 3 categories of cards you can collect, including common, rare, and epic. Within each pack you'll find gold, XP points, perks, and upgrades for your bumper car, the exclusivity of which depending on the pack. I love the process of unlocking and revealing each reward card. Wonder Games have done a great job here to give this game a classic yet premium feel. As far as microtransactions go, I appreciate how Neobull does things, and while it's geared to make you spend money, you do not need to if you can resist the urge. The main reason why we'd want to spend money in Neobull is to speed up the unlock time of your reward packs. You only have 5 card storage packs in your inventory, so you cannot earn more once those slots are full. If you want to open a pack, you can pay with gems to open them immediately, or do a free unlock by waiting out the time period. For rare cards, this is a 6-hour wait. To open this pack immediately, you'll need to spend 5 gems. Now, to buy gems in their store will cost you 8 Rand for 30 gems. You can also use gems to buy gold if you want to play in arenas. It's been a long while since I shouted at my phone the way I did when I lost a match in Neobull. It certainly gets my competitive side going. It's a fun game that is interesting because the bumper cars don't quite respond as you'd expect. They're a little sluggish and you'll need to focus on movement with just 2 buttons. A cool feature that can make up for the fact that you cannot get around very quickly is the fact that each goal is also a portal through which you can travel. Entering one will make you pop out at the other end of the arena. It's a very handy trick to defend your goal if you're on the opposite end of the map, and this is what makes this game work so well as a 1v1. I also love the fact that you can share or download your winning goals in a short video clip, making that win all the much better. For fun, quick and often heated games, Neobull is a game that almost everyone will enjoy. The graphics are well thought out and the sounds are a great throwback to arcade gaming. If we did any awards, this game would certainly be a winner. Now, changing things up a little from that fast-paced action, Monument Valley is a game to check out if you're into puzzles, soothing music, and beautiful aesthetics. Now, although version 2 is out already, if you've not yet played this game, I would suggest you grab the first one and play it through. Monument Valley is a surreal game with beautiful architecture and impossible geometry. You guide a silent princess called Ida through mysterious monuments, uncovering hidden paths, unfolding optical illusions, and outsmarting the mysterious crow people. This indie game came out in 2014 and was developed over 10 months based on the concept drawings by company artist Ken Wong. Its visual style was inspired by Japanese prints, minimalist sculpture, and the indie games Windowsill, Fez, and Sword and Sorcery. Each frame of this game is said to be a piece of art, and I certainly won't argue with that. To guide the princess through the various challenges, you tap where she needs to go, and interact and rotate buildings to open a path for her. Considering the surreal nature of this game, you'll find buildings and paths twist into new shapes as you rotate each monument. There are also various other elements you can interact with to create new paths for the princess. As the game developer said, Monument Valley was not designed to be incredibly difficult. Rather, they wanted to deliver a beautiful gaming experience to the gamer. As a paid-for game of under 100 Rand, Monument Valley 1 and 2 are spectacularly beautiful brain teasers with the sounds to match. Although the gameplay is not very long, this is a fantastic game to pick up if you love brain teasers. Now, keeping in the theme of beautiful games, Sedona the Way Back is another one of those games that is not so much a technical shooter, rather than a story that you play through. It's another one of those games that I would recommend to mobile gamers who want to enjoy a different side to mobile gaming. The story of Sedona comes from Indian tales that follows the story of a brave young soldier on his first quest, an initiation of sorts. You play Sveta Ketu, a fearsome and proud archer, a tiger among men. Tired of war, you want to detach yourself from the material world. The gameplay is basic as you pull your bow to kill enemies in your path. As you play through the story, there will be various musical puzzles for you to solve, which require you to simply connect the constellations correctly to complete the puzzle. The audio clues will tell you when you are on the right path. As a beautiful, playable work of art, Sedona is a captivating story that again is not very difficult to play. The brain teasers will have you thinking for a while, but this is one of those games that I would highly recommend. Call of Duty Mobile launched a year after PUBG Mobile, but boasted impressive launch numbers. As you would expect from the PC version of this game, there are a number of game modes for you to enjoy, most notably the action-packed death matches that Call of Duty is famous for. The game translates surprisingly well to mobile, and those gamers who rage quit PUBG often spend most of their free time in Call of Duty Mobile. PC gamers will find the familiar settings very welcoming if they're trying to play mobile gaming for the first time. Of course, there's also the new Battle Royale mode that offers much of the same experience that you'd find in other Battle Royale games. To unlock new weapons, new skins, and new items within your game, you can also spend money in their microtransactions. Working much like every other game, you can spend money on a Royal Pass or unlock individual items in loot crates or earn rewards. As a game that follows a very strong lineage of first-person shooter games, Call of Duty Mobile is a fantastic shooter. And if you like or don't like PUBG Mobile, this is certainly one to check out and try. The gameplay pace is fast, the action is very rewarding, and the leaderboards will keep you on your toes. Now, with Halloween just behind us, one of my favorite games was Dead by Daylight, and I'm sure some of you know that from the PC-based title. But yes, it's also available on mobile. Released in 2016, Dead by Daylight was first announced for PC, with consoles getting it a year later. It would not be for another 3 years that we'd see Dead by Daylight on mobile. Launched in 2019, this multiplayer game takes a page out of the classic horror movies that so many of us enjoy. Dead by Daylight sees 4 players trying to outrun and outsmart one killer on a small map. Survivors have to repair generators to open the exit gates, while the killer can damage fixed generators and capture survivors. Once caught, the killer has to hook each survivor, and if a hooked survivor is not rescued, the player will die at the hands of the entity. During a chase, both sides have abilities to try and outsmart or outmaneuver the other. The killer can see scratch marks and blood as survivors run away, while survivors can knock over items to slow down the killer. Another interesting mechanic is that killers can only see in first person, while survivors will see in the classic third person view. This makes a pretty big difference in the game. Of course, with a game such as this, the licensing deals are endless, and you'll be glad to know that some of our favorite horror movie and game killers are available as unlockable characters. On the survivor side, you'll also find familiar names that you can unlock and play. Most notably, you'll see characters from Silent Hill, Halloween, Scream, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and of course Stranger Things. As to be expected, all the cool characters are paid for unlocks, but to be fair, Dead by Daylight is completely free to play, and you don't need to buy any skin packs if you don't want to. The only limitation is that you won't be able to play as any of the unlockable characters, but you can still be in a game with one of the killers that you have not purchased. Each character has its own set of strengths, so be sure to check out what each one's capabilities are. There are a number of challenges that you can unlock in-game, and rewards that you can use for in-game characters and other upgrades. If you're into scary movies, Dead by Daylight should be on your phone. Check it out now. And that brings us to the end of this 2-part series on games that you should absolutely install on your mobile device. I do hope that you tried some of them and that you've had some fun over this digital rage. For more information on these and other mobile games, please do check out my website, mobilegamer.com, that is MBLGMR.com, for some cool insights into some cool mobile games. Also, do check out battleroombrawls.com for some community games aimed at casual noobs like myself. It's a hell of a lot of fun. There's some cool prizes up for grabs, and we stream all of our games on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks again for watching. Now go play some mobile games.